Hi, right-wing media. I'm going to go out on a limb, and say that I don't think this is inconvenient for Starmer. The fact that Lucy Powell has just been named as the deputy leader. I think it was interesting in the campaign to hear both Bridget Phillipson and Lucy Powell talking about the integrity of Keir Starmer. And I know that's a word that sort of eludes you all the time because, well, you're the right-wing media. However, whilst both were very critical of some things that he was doing, they both believed that he was coming from a good place. And you see, unlike the leader that you support, Mr. Farage, I don't think that Keir is that insecure. I think he's okay to have critical friends in senior positions. Unlike Mr. Farage, who creates a media storm around his critical friends, even going so far as reporting them to the police. Quick shout out to Rupert Lowe. So I would say it's a really good thing for the country that we have somebody as the deputy leader of the party that's in government at the moment, being really feisty, being that critical friend. It can only be good for our democracy. But look, don't worry, don't focus on the nuance. Focus on Nigel, because let's face it, that's what he wants you to do. Just like after the Caerphilly by-election, when you really should have been talking about things like the rise of Plaid Cymru. I would have thought that was an interesting story, but instead you spoke about the rise of reform. Like, you didn't even focus on the decline of Labour, you just focused on the rise of reform. So Nigel wants you today to talk about how many members have the Labour Party got. Of course, it should be pointed out that Nigel is an unelected leader. He's never been elected to be a leader of something. He's bought parties, become the leader, and then has ensured that the same close-knit group of people, all members of the cult with a T, are around him, so he never has to face scrutiny. Although, saying that, there are some questions around the infamous membership ticker that Nigel's got going on at the Reform website, because seemingly some of the members have tried to remove their membership and they're not able to, and their data's still not. Anyway, because nobody ever audits Nigel, because of course he's one of you. Anyway, don't worry too much, because Christian Calgie, the client journalist from The Express, the one that had to take time off for mental health but then came back a few days later. He only took the time off for mental health after he'd been called out for saying that Zara Sultana should be deported. He's already taken Nigel's bait, and he now thinks the important thing to come from the Labour Party deputy leadership race is how many members has everybody got. I mean, I guess he could just sit down and start working it out, really be an actual journalist, work out how many affiliates there are to work out why this was the total of just 16% of the electorate. Nigel won't mind. Nigel just wants it to be about him. All right, good chats as you were.